Hi there, and welcome into the AAA Insurance Home Improvement Show. I'm Lauren Rue.
And I'm Mark Medea. Each week, we're going to introduce you to some of Oklahoma's top home contractors, give you their tips and tricks, and Lauren, what that means is that when we do a home improvement project, it's going to go a lot smoother.
We'll also showcase some amazing new products and give you ideas when helping out your own home improvement projects from providers all across Oklahoma.
This week, we're going to feature Charlie from CB Construction, who's working on a beautiful, historic home renovation for owners Liz and Gavin.
So the home was actually built in 1918. It's on the National Historic Registry, and it's part of Maple Ridge neighborhood on the north side of, there's north and south Maple Ridge. And the home has had several different owners over the years since it was originally built, and we've had the honor to meet a couple of those people. It has an interesting past for sure. But for us, what we were looking for when we bought a home was a home that we could raise a family in, that would be close to our children's school and would have a good feel for, you know, the people that we live around. So this house had all of that. But as with any older home, this home's getting ready to turn 100 years old in a few years, and there was some work to be done. So we affectionately like to call it our money pit. But we love it. It's a comfortable home. This is where we have birthday parties, all of the family, most of the family get-togethers that we do on my side of the family. They're all here, and it's just always a comfortable place to be together.
Well, so the house when we bought it had one full bath, and it was upstairs in the middle of the hallway, so three bedrooms basically shared one bath. And we kind of looked for ways to put in a bathroom in the existing floor plan, but if we did that, it was going to be a lot more. It seemed like we'd do just as much work as what we're doing now, and we're going to get more closet space, another a master bath. So we'll have two full baths upstairs, one for our kids and one for us. And we'll have closet space and a nice bedroom to go along with it.
On the other side of things, it's kind of two phases upstairs. The first phase was to split the master bedroom, which is the length of the home. It was really, really large, and we thought, well, we can, if we're creating a new space for the master suite, then we could split this existing master into two rooms, taking it from a 3-bedroom home to a 4-bedroom home.
And that was kind of important also because we could have a guest bedroom slash office, because she offices out of the house. So having that separate room that's not a dedicated bedroom, we could use as an office.
Mm-hmm. Charlie's kind of been our go-to dude. When we first started doing work on the home, we started up in the existing bathroom, the one bathroom that we had to have that renovated. And the project went fine, but over time, as we kind of went on into other projects, the kitchen, the basement, we met Charlie, and it was just a good fit. He's somebody that does great work. The quality of his craftsmanship is fantastic. He's reasonably priced, and I think beyond that, I mean, we trust Charlie. Yeah. I mean, if anything happens, we know where he lives, so we can. But he's a good guy, and you know, everything that he's done for us in the past has really turned out beautiful and everything that we wanted.
Well, they came to me a good 6 months ago with a conceptual drawing on what they wanted to do. They wanted to take a small bedroom off the back of the house and extend the footprint over the first floor. And I said, okay, let's get some drawings up and figure out what we're going to do and how we're going to dissect this thing. And in the meantime, it made the house a 2-bedroom once we took this out. So we had to take their master that they have in the front and divide it into 2 bedrooms. So they had sleeping arrangements, and then it'll make it a 4-bedroom house once this suite's done. Well, we had an architect draw up some drawings, because you don't really need an architect in the city of Tulsa to draw up drawings. You can draw it yourself. But with the roof structure the way it was and a little bit of engineering problems, I requested that they have something drawn up so I have a better guideline to and give them a better price instead of me just kind of coming up with a price for them. And we had to design a flat roof because we couldn't go up higher than the existing roof, and it was quite a little bit of a complicated project. But now we're here.
After a car accident, the last thing you want to worry about is who to call to get a tow, start a claim, find a repair shop, and get a rental car. That's why with AAA insurance, it usually takes one simple call to take care of all of that. Because 2 calls is too many. Insurance that's not just insurance.
Hey, music fans. G-Fest, a national-level music festival, is coming to Muskogee June 16th through the 18th, 2016. The first annual Muskogee Music Festival, G-Fest, will feature the Avett Brothers, Turnpike Troubadours, Jason Boland and the Stragglers, Marty Stewart, Robert Randolph, the Swan Brothers, John Fulbright, Dirty Dozen Brass Band, the Quaby Sisters, Byron Berline Band, Uncle Lucius, Paul Thorne Band, and many more to be announced in the upcoming weeks. So stay tuned to the Oklahoma Music Shop and gfestmuskogee.com for more information.
We're required by the historic preservation to make that all remodels with the same, trying to use the same material consistent with the way it was built originally. So we're going back with original stucco and configuration. All the trim details will be the same. Windows had to be approved for the design, and they won't take vinyl windows in this neighborhood. They have to be wood or clad. They just can't be a vinyl replacement window. That was a 2-step process going through this historic. We proposed it, they came back and said, we want this added to the drawings. And then we went back the next week and they accepted us for everything we had. And then we could go to the city and pull our permits. The city wouldn't talk to us until we had the historic's okay on the drawings. In this case, I tried to prepare them for what was going to happen because we're blowing out the back half of the house in wintertime in Oklahoma. You know, the roof, 1/4 of the roof came off and exposed downstairs, exposed. So it was, we had great weather. I mean, it went perfect for us, but it could have been nasty. Well, as far as actual construction goes, we're 6 days, 6 full days in the construction. The demo was the 1 day, which was amazing, to tear this whole thing apart. And then we had to do some rebracing and leveling and that to get it to where we are now. But it went pretty good. It's the first time I've walked through the space with them since it's been done. They had the whole weekend to look at it, you know, stuff like that. And I'm trying to get them lined out so I have everything ready to go when it's needed. So we talked over plumbing fixtures, lighting details, closet details to a point, shower details. I mean, it's just trying to get some general location to get them thinking about how they want it. They still have time to change things around, but not much longer. And then it's going to come down to, okay, it's going to change things a lot if you start screwing around with it. Once the plans are electric probably this afternoon, plumbing by the end of the week. Roofers are just coming in now to start banging on our roof and get me totally dried in. It's just a timing and scheduling thing at this point, make sure all my subs are in line. I don't like working my subs one on top of another because they get in each other's way. So I like one sub coming in at a time, if I can. And I do have a little bit of freedom on this job to do it that way. and it's better that way. That way the plumber's not cussing at the electrician and the heat and air guys. You know, they're not all here just trying to, it's a small space and it's hard to get to. So it's about 500 square feet. It'll take another 2 weeks before we can actually get in and start doing trim work and that. We'll probably start doing sheetrock by the end of next week, and that'll take 3 or 4 days. And then I can come in and start with the floors, the tile, and just kind of finishing that. And then it's just a matter of whether we get everything here. While the other subs are in here doing all the mechanical and that kind and the sheetrocking, I will go back to my shop and build the vanities and the closet stuff that they want, and so it'll be ready to install. Well, I custom build most of my cabinetry and furniture for my clients. A lot of times you can't buy something to fit the space, or it just doesn't work. So I try to work with them and get them the best use out of the space possible. And so I have a shop, I go and build I build furniture, cabinets, whatever a customer brings me a picture of. I had one client bring me a picture of a bar in Scottsdale and he says, I want this in my house. And I reproduced it. We're on track. We had a few issues with, we found a demo that we needed to correct some wood rot in the first floor ceiling, and a few beam issues up here to support the weight of the ceiling, but we're not very much over budget right now. We're really close, and I think we can make it up as we go down the road a little bit.
We invite you to tune in every week here on the Cox Channel for the AAA Insurance Home Improvement Show.
Oklahoma's only statewide home improvement television show.
Each week, we go on location with Oklahoma's top service providers
And industry experts, bringing you the latest in home improvement techniques, how-to tips, and new products.
Check your TV listings starting in April.
For the AAA Insurance Home Improvement Show.
We'll need to know.
I wonder.
And if that's the case, that wall goes all the way up to the ceiling, right
Yeah.
here. And then
the
you
glass, right?
No, if that's the case right there, that would be up about this high. If we're just going to go up with a knee wall, we could put, you need someplace, either corner shelf or something to put your stuff on.
Yeah.
So, and it's usually put back in this way on your shower head side. So if this is just going to be a wall halfway up for your countertop and then glass, we can put something anywhere else in the corners
Okay.
or in the wall. We can build it into the wall anywhere.
Probably built into the wall, I think, just because I feel like when it gets into the corners, I don't know.
Okay.
I like it cleaner.
But no bench, no corner seat, no nothing?
I don't think so, because I wanted it to look as big and open as possible.
Okay.
And so I also wanted to bring in like an element of like wood or something, because it's going to be so white. I wanted to break it out, so I thought I'd just get a nice teak bench to put in there. That way we can move it wherever.
Yeah, it's going to be a huge shower. 4 foot by 7 foot?
That's pretty big. Well, maybe we do want a bench.
Yeah, that's going to be a huge shower.
Okay.
4 foot, 4 foot by 7 foot. That's pretty good size. Well, we can always,
Let me talk to Marcia.
a movable
and
bench
then
may be
also-
a nice thing, so, like I said, to set off, instead of having it would be tiled the same as the walls, it would kind of like all be generic at that point.
Yeah, I think something just to break it up, like a moving piece would be nice. And I can find a nice teak bench that's big and,
Okay.
What do you think, honey?
Sounds good to me.
Whatever I think, you think?
Smart man. I'm just
Like my wife says,
don't do the decorating.
rule number 1, women are always right. Rule number 2, when in doubt, refer to rule number 1.
That sounds good.
Yeah, that's the way it runs in my
Is that
house.
how it goes here?
Pretty much.
Don't even go to 2.
You don't even go back to turn around, go back. Okay.
Yeah. Do you want me to have Marcia and Ann come over at some point to kind of walk through that design with the shower? And
Yeah, that'd probably be
anything
good.
else? Okay.
Because I'm going to have to build a wall and that may determine my width of my pan material. Okay. I'm going to go, takes a couple weeks to order that, so I'm going to go ahead and get those in, so it'll be here when we're ready for it.
Okay.
And it won't hold us up.
I'll call her and just have her work, tell her that we're wanting to do that, and then if it's okay, I'll just have her give you a call. You guys can coordinate.
I can charge by the 15 minute.
You're on mic. So you might wanna
Well, when you're talking to a designer, they charge by the 15-minute click, so why can't I?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's about all I need, I think, for now. I think we're pretty good.
Awesome.
Okay, Mark, while watching Liz and Gavin's home improvement of their beautiful historic home, it gets me thinking about wanting to improve some things in my own home. But I have questions about my home insurance coverage, and I'm so glad you're here because I know that you're going to be able to help me out with that.
Yeah, great question. Lots of things with a home policy. Let's focus on two things today, Lauren. Number one, earthquake coverage. Can you believe we're now number one in the nation for earthquakes?
When you think about Oklahoma, you think tornadoes, not earthquakes.
You better make sure you're covered. It's available by endorsement on your current policy or as a separate policy, but two things, very important. Does it cover both natural and man-made events? AAA's earthquake endorsement does. Really important. Now, it is a small percentage deductible, total value of home, but it's going to cover you.
I heard you say deductible, which can get people nervous because sometimes that deductible can be a very large amount.
Yeah, especially here in the state of Oklahoma. Again, most losses here in Oklahoma are wind-hail related. Lauren, a lot of people don't realize that companies now are forcing a percentage wind-hail deductible on their policies. Let's take an example. You've got a home that's valued at $400,000. 1% is $4,000, 2% is $8,000. And all of a sudden your roof blows off, you're on the hook for that much money.
Wow, that seems like a lot of money up front.
AAA Insurance still is one of the few companies left in the state that offers a flat, straight-line deductible beginning at $1,000.
Well, that sounds much more appealing. Now, where do I go to learn more about this coverage?
Oh my goodness. Look at the bottom of the screen or go to AAA.com, click the insurance link, find an agent.
So that's AAA.com?
AAA.com with over 50 offices statewide to serve you.
Being there. Day in, day out. Day in, day out. That's loyalty. And it's worth something. Like savings on AAA auto insurance. Just for being loyal. Insurance that's not just insurance.
The whole reason for starting Skeletal Windows is after, close to 30 years in the home improvement industry, we just find that the whole industry is just full of gimmicks and games and things that companies want to play with residential homeowners, and we just don't believe in that. We try to treat our customers as friends. We go in, we're very direct, we're very honest with our customers, and when we leave there, well, actually we just don't leave there until they're completely satisfied. I personally go to every job, normally deliver the job out to my crews to make sure that everything gets started right, that the job's going the way we expected it to go, and if there's any problems at all, I'm on site to be able to fix that. We try to treat our customers like family, like I said, and we clean up, we put canvases out on the interior as well as the exterior to make sure we don't have a mess. A lot of people tell us that their house is actually cleaner when we leave than it was when we got there. But that's just part of our customer satisfaction guarantee that we have. There's many differences between myself and a lot of the competition. One is that we do not have the gimmicks. We have great pricing on all our products. We can make those improvements and do it within your budget to make sure that you're not having to go in debt to get a home improvement such as this done. Our windows are Energy Star qualified in all 50 states. We don't sell a product that's not. We can almost promise you a 25 to 30% energy savings in your home, and the quality is unbelievable. Probably close to an 80% sound reduction. So if you live close to an airport, like I do, you will find you don't even notice them anymore. We don't mind if you just do one window at a time. We find a lot of our homeowners can actually afford one window at a time, and they do one or two a month, until they have their whole house done, but they're not having to go in debt for long term in order to get their house energy efficient. So that's one of the ways we try to help our customers, and we don't mind a bit. Actually, we enjoy watching people get the home improvements done without having to go in debt for them. So when it comes to my product, the windows that we sell, it's the major companies in the area and my windows are exactly the same ones. The difference is I don't pay the extra cost to have them private labeled under our name, which in turn saves my customers money because we didn't have to pay that price, so you don't have to pay it either. Same great quality, same great window, you're just getting a manufacturer's brand rather than a private brand. My name's Joe Minardi. I'm the president and owner of Skelton Windows. I do what I say I'm going to do, and you can count on the greatest deal you're going to get in northeastern Oklahoma. We would appreciate a call to at least give you an estimate and get a chance to meet you, and I think you'll find that doing business with Skelton Windows is a great deal.
We invite you to tune in every week here on the Cox Channel for the AAA Insurance Home Improvement Show.
Oklahoma's only statewide home improvement television show.
Each week, we go on location with Oklahoma's top service providers
and industry experts.
Bringing you the latest in home improvement techniques, how-to tips, and new products.
Check your TV listings starting in April.
For the AAA Insurance Home Improvement Show.
Hey music fans, G-Fest, a national-level music festival, is coming to Muskogee June 16th through the 18th, 2016. The first annual Muskogee Music Festival, G-Fest, will feature the Avett Brothers, Turnpike Troubadours, Jason Boland and the Stragglers, Marty Stewart, Robert Randolph, the Swan Brothers, John Fulbright, Dirty Dozen Brass Band, the Quaby Sisters, Byron Berline Band, Uncle Lucius, Paul Thorne Band, and many more to be announced in the upcoming weeks. So stay tuned to the Oklahoma Music Shop and gfestmuskogee.com for more information.
Well, that'll do it for us this week. Mark, thank you for hanging out with me, and thank you to all our viewers back there. I hope we brought you some really interesting ideas for your home improvement projects.
And a huge shout out to Charlie with CB Construction for taking us into the beautiful, historic home renovation he's doing for Liz and Gavin.